But right before now, I've always wanted to do music, even before going to the university. So back in Nigeria, I still have my music book in my house, in my apartment, locked up. So in fact, the songs that I've released this year are songs that I didn't really write. I didn't sit down to compose them, apart from Lonely Soul. So Lonely Soul was the major song that I composed back then after I left high school, and I just did a little bit of retouching to the lyrics, and rethinking of the message overall. But Lonely Soul has always been there. So in an attempt to create Lonely Soul, I created three other songs, especially Jowo. Jowo is just like a freestyle. In fact, most of the songs on my EP, the African Moonscape, freestyles apart from Jowo. So I've not really recorded songs that I sat down to compose. So I hope to record two of them very, very soon in a much bigger, high quality studio than the one I did right now. So what is it with music? Music is something that is part of me, and not just me. Music is in my family. So music is something that we grew up to love. My dad often play high life music, and I learned a lot of high life music from the songs that my dad played back then when I was in primary and secondary school. The likes of Brad Chimizi, Oliver the Coke, Oriental Brothers, Super 5 International Band, Prince Nico Umbaga, Okuko Suku from Ghana, a lot of high life stars then. So I listened to a couple of them. I listened to Raskimono as well. Kill Apartheid was a very popular song during the apartheid regime in the before 1994, I think. So music has always been something I wanted to do. In fact, before getting admission to study at the University of Nigeria, I wanted to do music, and I felt that okay, maybe after graduation I was going to go into music. But when I got to UNN, I discovered that community university was a very serious thing. I had to focus on my studies and to make sure I graduated. And when I graduated, I graduated off my class, and I felt like okay, maybe I can go into the academia and do some stuff. And I was able to do my master's, and now I'm completing my PhD, and I feel like okay, I think this is the right time for me to explore music a little bit. It's not I'm not doing it commercially at the moment because it requires a lot of spending. I'm learning new things in the music industry, a lot of new things, marketing strategy, music production, and all that. But it's entertaining, and it's also interesting for me because I get to see things a little bit more different from academia, where we just write research papers, get them published, go through the peer review process, and once it's published, the job is done. And almost done. You just treat it and maybe share one or two social media platforms, and you're done. With music, it's completely different. Music is more capitalist driven. It's more liberal. It's more of a liberal system than the academia. So in academia, your job is done once you get the products out. But in the music industry, your job starts when you finish the music production. In fact, marketing is the cross of music. So if you don't have a good marketing strategy, if you don't have the right connections, you don't have the right release strategies, no matter how good your music is, it's not going to fly. So I'm learning a bit of that, and it's interesting because I'm also learning the business part of it, business aspect of music, and I'm really happy to do that because I'm seeing things more differently from the academia environments where things are a little bit much more streamlined and focused. You focus on your research, do the research, get them out. People respect you based on the knowledge you've produced. But with music, you want to speak to a broader audience, a larger audience. You want to speak to millions or even billions of people, and to get their attention requires a lot of effort, especially in a very, very congested system like Nigeria. So this brings me to a very, very topical issue in the entertainment industry, particularly music. Ghanaians and Cameroonians entertainers often complain that Nigerians don't support them. Well, as somebody who is a Nigerian and who is upcoming within the Nigerian entertainment industry, I must tell you that it's not just you. The entertainment industry, it's very, very competitive. It's not just competitive, it requires a lot of strategies, a lot of hard work, a lot of investment. And if you're not ready to do that, I'm sorry, your music or your entertainment won't fly, no matter what. Whether even if you come to Nigeria and you refuse to do the right things, it won't work. So that's just it. It's not about whether Nigerians support Ghanaians or Cameroonians or whatever. So what do Nigerians who don't make it say? Would they say, oh, Nigerians themselves, Nigeria don't support them or what? So it's not about Ghanaian and it's not about Cameroonians. It's just about having the right knowledge and having the right strategies and working with the right people. So I think that's my 1 month experience of music, and I hope you'll be able to enjoy my EP. I'll be having a lot of discussion around my EP and the ideas behind it and how all of that came about. I've mentioned it at Try. Most of the songs are freestyle, apart from Lonely Soul. Lonely Soul is the song that was well composed. I sat down to write it and produced the beat, recorded it in a studio. All other songs are freestyles. They are just freestyles to beats made for Lonely Soul, who did not fit the song. So they are freestyles. Hopefully you get to see 2 songs are released after this EP in the coming months. I think these are more, this will be more better produced, in a better studio with more experienced engineers to work on the production. Hopefully you get to enjoy that, and yeah, that's it. And thank you very much for listening. I hope to speak to you some other time on my page. I'm going to be talking about each of the tracks on this African Moonscape EP, one after the other. And in the coming days, I'll be talking about Lonely Soul, the idea behind it, the lyrics, the beats, and everything about the production. Then I'll talk about Jawa, which is out there. There's a remix of it coming up. Then I'll talk about Fine Girl, then Jangulova. Jangulova is also out there in some platforms. It has an early release, it's on Facebook. Just type Jangulova and Nayan, you should find it. It's also on Instagram and Snapchat and on YouTube, so you should find Jangulova out there, and Jawa. So Jawa remix, Lonely Soul, and Fine Girl will be out February 9th, so watch out. And also in 2 months time, I will release 2 more songs, or one after the other. I'll release one, then the following month I'll release another one. These are really, really good songs, well produced and well mixed and mastered. Hopefully you enjoyed that. See you next time.